There's a luggage revolution happening in 2026, and if you're still wrestling with those clamshell suitcases that split down the middle, you need to see this. I'm reviewing 3 top-loading carry-ons that solve 6 major problems we face as travelers over 50. So let's dive in. I'm Jackie, and after 40 years of traveling the world, I've dealt with every luggage frustration imaginable. Here's what I've learned. Clamshells can present some difficult problems due to weight, space, and access restrictions. Top-loading carry-ons open from the top like a lid, which solves 6 problems that clamshell suitcases create. I'm going to show you exactly what those problems are and how top loaders can fix them. Today, I'm reviewing 3 of the best top-loading carry-ons: the Away Softside, the Lovevook carry-on, and the It lightweight carry-on. I ordered all 3 on my own dime with no sponsorships or gifts, and here's what I discovered. I'll break down the pros and the cons of each, reveal my choice as the winner, and help you decide which one fits your travel needs best. The 6 problems with clamshell suitcases are the tiny hotel room struggle. Problem number 2, the clamshell close hassle. Problem 3, the public exposure panic. Problem number 4, the bulky items Tetris. Problem number 5, the luggage rack incompatibility. Problem number 6, the zipping wrestling match. All 3 bags I'm reviewing are top-loading, soft side with 8 360-degree wheels. All have TSA locks, sort of, and 2 of the 3 come with a limited warranty of 10 years to life. To be fair, I'll pack the same exact items in each bag. I'll use a capsule wardrobe of 9 items plus PJs, underwear, and socks. I'm packing 2 pairs of shoes along with my toiletry bag and some tech gear too, so you can get a feel of how each bag holds these items. Lovebook is a brand I came across on Amazon while researching top loaders. I was curious because it had solid reviews and some features you don't usually see in this price range, so I decided to test it. The exterior is water-resistant fabric with reinforced corners, 4 spinner wheels, telescoping handle, and multiple exterior pockets, including a wet pocket for toiletries or damp clothes, which I didn't expect. Inside, there's a roomy main compartment with compression straps, mesh dividers, and a separate shoe department to keep dirty soles away from the clean clothes. Tiny hotel rooms, it's a compact footprint. The clamshell close hassle, the lid is lightweight and easy to close, so no awkward maneuvering. Public exposure, the multiple exterior pockets mean I can grab my laptop or documents without opening the main compartment at all. Bulky items, the deep design handled my thick winter sweaters and a travel pillow without crushing anything. Works well on a luggage rack, the lid stands independently, and I can see everything inside. The compression straps keep things organized so it's easy to close. Even when it's full, it zips smoothly. It's a newer brand, so I can't speak to how it holds up over years of heavy use, but the wheels are smooth, not quite as effortless as the Away bag. Who's it for? If you want good organization features like a wet pocket and shoe compartment without spending top dollar, this is a solid option to consider. Next up, the Away Softside Carry-On. Away is known for their sleek, hard-shell luggage, but their Softside top loader is completely different. This opens from the top like a traditional soft suitcase, but has durability and structure you'd expect from a premium brand. The exterior is durable, ballistic nylon, lightweight, but incredibly tough. 4 360-degree spinner wheels glide smoothly, even when packed. The telescoping handle is sturdy and extends to a comfortable height. Inside, there's a large main compartment with a compression panel to keep everything in place, plus multiple interior pockets for organization. There's also two interior hidden pockets for quick access items like your passport and tech items. How does this solve the six problems? The tiny hotel room. This one sits perfectly on a luggage rack with a minimal footprint. Clamshell close hassle? The lid is lightweight, so you just press it down and zip. No juggling or awkward alignment. Public exposure? The top unzips just enough to grab what you need without exposing everything inside. Bulky items? The deep interior easily fits boots and thick coats. Luggage rack? It's designed for it. The lid props perfectly, and you can access everything like a drawer. Zipping struggle? The compression strap and panel keep everything compact, and the lid zips effortlessly, even when fully packed. What could be better? This soft-side material doesn't offer quite as much hard protection for fragile items, and it's a premium priced option. Who's it for? If you travel frequently and want something that's going to last with smooth wheels and solid construction, this is worth considering. Finally, the IT Lightweight Carry-On. IT Luggage is known for making extra, ultra lightweight bags, and the glimmering collection adds a subtle shimmer finish. If you're watching airline weight limits closely, this is the lightest of all three bags. The exterior has a subtle shimmer look that's elegant without being over the top. Ultra lightweight material that's still durable, with four spinner wheels, telescoping handle, and a surprisingly roomy interior given how light it is. Inside, there's a main compartment with elastic straps and a zipper divider. It's streamlined, but no extra bells and whistles, just functional packing space. How does it solve the problems? For the tiny hotel room, it has a minimal footprint. I've used this in many small European Airbnbs and hotels, and it tucks into corners easily. The clamshell close hassle? Because it's so lightweight, closing it is even easy when fully packed. I used this on a recent trip, and lifting it into the overhead bin was absolutely no problem. The top opens discreetly, so no public exposure. The deep bucket design fits a bulky sweater and boots with room to spare. It sits stable on the luggage rack, and zipping is no struggle. What could be better? The interior organization isn't as robust as some of the others, so you'll want to use packing cubes. It's lightweight, and if lightweight is your top priority, this is the solid choice. The away bag. It's the most expensive. It's my favorite because of the quality, the workmanship, the way the wheels roll. The negative about the handle I can overlook because I don't pick it up by the handle that often anyway. But I think it might wear, and I think it might give a little bit over time. So I'm not so worried about that. I like the quality of the workmanship. I like the lifetime warranty, even though it's limited. They cover the wheels, the handles, the cover, the external features, all of that. So it doesn't have a TSA lock, but that's not that important to me. Honestly, I hardly even use it because I'm using it as a carry-on. Hardly check it. If I need to check it, I'll just slap the little lock on there. So for the money, um, I it's worth the money for a good bag always. However, it depends on your budget. So I would say all three of these would work in any budgetary situation. For under 100, the it bag is it. it's just it's just a good bag, and it probably has the least extra features on it. It serves the purpose. I mean, it's a bag. And the Lovevook, I was actually really surprised at how much I liked that bag. So I'm going to keep all three and I'm going to carry all three. And maybe over time I'll do another 1 year review of all of them and tell you what I still think. Maybe one of them will take the lead. I hope you've enjoyed this episode and it helped you determine what carry-on might be right for you.